Hey guys, welcome back to the factory. So in our last episode, we got our steel plant up and running. Well, for the most part, we got our stators and rotors going, and we advanced our technology for our space elevator. Now, you can tell this place looks a little bit different. Obviously, this wasn't here last time, but let's go through what we got going on here. So what I've done is I redid our smelting array right here. You can see there's 3 smelters right there. And there is room for a 4th if we need. I haven't turned these on any more than what they were, which we are going to, one of these days. We don't need to yet, but it would be nice to just to see it run. But anyways, what I've done is we've got these 2 foundries producing our steel for this array over here. There is 2 foundries here producing for this array of 4. Now, all this is producing is our like handcrafting materials for our pipes and our steel beams, and they just go into a single storage unit here, which we'll have to separate them, and once we get smart splitters we will be able to do that. I wanted to just use one belt, so it's just easier. And then you can see we've got a couple lines going up here. Now all I've done is I've taken our, our coal goes up over here, it splits there, it goes this way, and then the continuation just goes up and back over. Now I know that's kind of redundant to go down, over, and up, but I didn't feel like rerunning it, and I think that works just fine. So this plant over here is going to produce steel, and then it is going to turn that steel into pipe, and that pipe is then going to come over here and be turned into our encased industrial beams, and we're going to use the alternate, so it's pipe and concrete. Now, I haven't turned this on yet. As you can see, I'm still kind of working on it. But this should work really well, actually. This is going to produce a little bit extra concrete. Like, these will produce... they're going to produce not quite enough. It's going to be 45... No, it should be more. 45, and it needs 20. Yeah. So it needs 40 total. So we should produce just enough and a little bit extra, and we could add if we wanted to. I mean, this is going to produce 120, and we're only going to use... actually, we need to upgrade this one is what we needed to do, because this is going to be 45 times 3, which is, what, 135, I think, if I can math. So we got to put a little bit of a, overclock on that thing. But it's not a big deal if these don't run 100%, that's totally fine. Now, I did go over here and upgrade our power a little bit, and we're having a little bit of issue with coal. So, because we're going to have all these plants turned on, our coal is only going to be producing 240. I put 2 Mark IIs on 2 nodes, and we need more, I think. If I'm not mistaken, so these take each... they take 45 coal, which is 90 times 3. So what's that, 270? Which is the equivalent of a belt, Mark III belt. But we're only producing 240, so we can overclock it for now. And when we want to expand, because eventually we can expand this, another smelter, and a little bit more if we want to, then what we'll do is we'll have to actually move our power to a different coal node and steal that node. But that's not today, that's not a big deal. The other thing I was thinking is right now we're taking our stators down here, they go to the truck stop, then they go up the road and way over here. But wouldn't it be smarter if we just went up here and put it right on top of this hill if I'm going to put our hub up here? So I kind of want to do that. Even if we did that and then put our truck stock up there, the truck would never have to climb this hill again, which would save a lot of time, because this hill takes a while to climb. It takes a solid like minute and a half or 2 minutes to climb that hill. So I want to look at a few of those upgrades today, and I also went ahead, I want to turn this on right away. I also went ahead and I found a Caterium chunk. So I got that research, so we're going to start that research here in just a second, and then hopefully, I never realized this was like right at the edge. Oh well. And then hopefully we can start going down that chain, because that is where the game starts getting really fun, in my opinion. And we can start doing oil now and all that stuff. So let's get right into this. So I just came up top here and nothing really has changed. I'll show you a couple things, but our tractor stopped and he's out of fuel, it looks like. And I don't really understand why. And this didn't drop off. So something's happening with it where it's like, remember when I was cleaning up those nodes? I think I must have deleted the wrong nodes and it's not stopping now. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. But for now, he's just going to stay off anyways, because I think we're pretty good on this stuff. At least for the moment. I mean, we're almost full. Tell you what, let's be full. We got a little bit less. Anyways, I haven't changed anything here. We need to. This is just a temp setup, and this is ugly. This is the ugliest part of our whole setup so far. And all I've done, over top over here, anything that was producing extra, like these plates, I made a little setup here so we get our, what do you call it? Like just the iron plates, I guess. Sorry, off the ingots, there we go. So we get extra plates, and then I took the wire off the center here that was just kind of sitting here, and I just started putting it away. So we have a bunch of wire, we're getting cables made on the excess as well, and we're getting more wire, and then our reinforced plates. So we do need to do this setup eventually, because this is our biggest struggle right now is modular frames. But I mean, we have a decent amount for now, so that'll be the next big project probably, because that's going to be probably our biggest bottleneck. But let's go research some Caterium. This is a pretty awesome view from up here though. I don't think I want to leave the hub here, I just kind of put it here temporarily, but it's really nice when you have it like above looking down and everything. I thought maybe up on this ledge, or I do want to put it by that lake over there, but it's kind of out of the way for the moment, so I don't know. Anyhow, let's send this thing into space and unlock some Caterium. This is when the game gets really fun.
Additional to new equipment, building and parts utilizing basic Caterium properties. R&D insisted on inflating your...
Okay, so we need to get Caterium for Quickwire, right? Because I think Quickwire is the next research in R&D. Yeah. So I have one more hard drive, but I'm going to wait because I think that might start giving us some... Actually, I wonder if it gives us alternates now or not. Let's try one. What the heck? Okay, so I'm going to start scanning for Caterium nodes. Now, I know there's one over here, which is probably the closest, unfortunately. And if there's any close, wow. 900, yeah, so the one that's over here, though, it has one of those giant rocks on it, and we haven't got TNT yet, so I don't think it's actually released in early access. So we're going to probably have to go to one of these ones way over there, just one up on the road, I think, over here, kind of by where the oil is going to be, I think, which we can also scan for. No, we can't. I haven't researched it yet. Well, guys, we're back in the bay where I initially said I wanted to do something with, and our Caterium is right there on that mountain, or hill, whatever you call it, island. I don't know what you want to call it. So, I'm going to have to build a cross, I think. Let's see if I have enough. This is probably not the way to do this, but whatever. And then let's go with some stairs, maybe. Obviously, this is just to get us across there. Oh, that's probably like really, really low. Oh well. Let's go and see what's going on. So I can kill these guys from here. Come on. It's 1 and 2. And where's the third one? I don't really want to fight you out there. Come on. I can see you, kinda. Come on. That's right. Oh. Hit the ground. Thank you. Alright. Let's see here. I don't have a miner on me. This is a pier node, so let's this is gonna be really good. We'll be able to get a really good amount of this stuff out of here. So this, with our Mark 1, we should get 120. Yeah, so we're gonna get 240 with a Mark 2. That's awesome. And we're gonna build something out here. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. But I think we just smelt Caterium? I don't remember. Let's double check here. Yeah, okay, we just smelt it. And then Quor is going to be, I guess, a constructor? Right there, Quor. So it takes 15 per minute. We're gonna output way more than that. I don't know, maybe we'll probably just do a couple Quor nodes for now, like our smelters. Maybe we'll do like 2. What is the output? Yeah, the output's still 15, so we'll figure this out. I'm gonna build just a little tiny area, and it outputs 60, so it's a lot. So I'm gonna build a little, I don't know, platform on this island, I think, and we'll just get some of it producing and sending across here. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got this little island kind of built up. There's no power here yet, but we will do that in just a second. I wanted to show you guys something first. So I was actually mistaken. So this is going to produce 120, but these actually take 60 per minute in. I was looking at the output, and a lot of times it's 15 and 15, so I was mistaken. So this is only going to power 2 smelters for now, which is fine. That's going to output 120 Quor per minute, which is still a lot. So I wanted to show you guys another quick tip though. So let me delete this power pole for a second. And you can see here these power poles are actually on the what do you call it, the pathways here. And if I was to go in here and take a power pole, you can see it doesn't even try to put it here. Same with on the what do you call it here, the belt, but it will place it on the ground or whatever. So if you want to do this, what you can do, I'm just gonna place one here. So what I've done is I've actually clicked on the power line. So let me just delete this one. So click on power line, click on a power pole, and then you can see you get the options to place it pretty much anywhere. You can go on top of a belt if you want. You can go here. So I just place it, you know, somewhere there and connect it. So you don't actually have to have like a foundation or something if you don't want for this kind of thing. And obviously this belt is way too long, but what I've done is I put platforms down and then I deleted the things holding it. And I know it's a little cheaty, but that's okay. It looks decent, and I think it's pretty cool. So while I was running that wire, I got into a little bit of a tango with one of the big dog dudes, and he killed me. So I didn't have it on camera or nothing, but remember the hard drive I put in here? It's kind of funny because I don't care about screws, and I really don't care about the iron ingots. This is more of a hassle than anything, trying to get copper next to iron to make the ingots better. But Caterium, I think this changes it quite a bit. So let's go with this one, since we're using it anyways. I forgot how long this research was. 22 minutes? It's crazy. This game sure is pretty when you're up on top of mountains and stuff. So obviously I'm a little bit away from home. You can see it's well over there. So you can kind of see our hub right there. So I came over here because there is a pure coal node here. Now, it's obviously, it's about 1,000 meters, I think, from home. And we were about 700 meters from our other coal nodes. So I thought, you know, maybe it's smart to take coal from here and bring it towards our plant, or towards our main base, since all of our coal is being used in the valley for steel and stuff right now. But I need to be able to do pipes to do the alternate for the modular frames, which is what I'm trying to do right now. So I thought maybe what we could do is, since this is a pure node, if we put a Mark II miner on it, just set this here for now so I can kind of explain. So this is going to give us 240 per minute, which will be not quite a full Mark III belt, but pretty awesome. And I was thinking what we do is freaking out. I was thinking what we do is we run this down and just do a really long conveyor. And then on the way, I think it's right over there, there's 2 or 3 normal iron nodes. There's a copper node around here somewhere. And I was thinking maybe what we could do is just send this down, and wherever there's those nodes, we could make a little power station, power those up, make them smelt, because we don't need raw ore, really. Put a little smelting station, and then put them onto like a main bus and send them back to our base, so that we've always got like just a ton of extra resources that we can steal from. Because I think that might be what we have to do, is do a bus system. But we need to start expanding from a distance, so I thought, you know, if we expand from a coal node, it's probably a good thing. So this guy's coming right for me. I've only got 1 shot left, 2 shots left. I'm not going to take it, but go away. I haven't seen these guys this close up before. No, he's not coming over. Never mind. Oh
New
yeah,
technologies have been
supercomputer. I
developed
forgot all
based on
about this
this new
stuff.
element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 5.
Tier 5. I forgot all about what Caterium gives us. Let's see here. Caterium. So there's our smart splitter. Perfect. We should have all these materials. So I think we'll get that so we can get these smart splitters going. And the rest of the stuff is going to be quite a ways off yet. I came back down to our plant because I needed a bunch of steel so we can finish this. Okay guys, so I ran back down to our little plant down here. I needed a bunch of steel so I can finish our bus, whatever thing you want to call it up there. So I came back down and I figured, you know what, let's power this up. So one thing I did do though is I made the blade runners, which are awesome, as you can see. You know, run super fast, and the jumping is just great on it. So I'm gonna try to power this up real quick, and yeah, we'll get this fired up so it's actually running while we're, you know, away doing other nonsense. So the only problem that I have with this system is that everything runs out of here and then comes into this system and it splits. So it's gonna split once here, 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 etc. And these last 2 aren't gonna get very much until these couple start backing up, so that way like this has to be pretty much backed up, which it's almost there now. So it will eventually back up to 100, and then it'll slowly fill all of these. So it's gonna take a while for the system to actually be up running at 100%. But I don't think it's a big deal. We're getting, you know, the enclosed, what do you call it, pipe right now, and that should be good enough. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our coal and our iron ingots, all Mark III belts, all the way from over there. You can see I built a little power station. We're going to attach this copper into this line, and then once we attach this copper into this line, we will figure out where it's going to go. Right now it only goes to there. I think between episodes I'm going to figure out a plan of attack for our modular frames, or just jump off a cliff. And yeah, I'm going to do a little layout work and see where we're going to put this stuff. So guys, I've played around with the idea a little bit, and I was going to end up making this plant a little bit bigger, but I think the better option is to actually do it over here. Now, in the last episode I talked about how we could expand this and it would take our output from 2 assemblers to 5 pretty easily. So I think we're going to do that, but we're going to do it over here since we have all the materials coming in now, or close by, to do the alternate recipes for the modular frames. Let's go talk about that. So the alternate recipe is, so the original recipe here is rods and plates, but the alternate is actually steel pipe. So we could do a small steel plant back here with, you know, taking off this, and we actually have all the materials needed, I think, to be able to do the heavy modular frames over here too. So we might consider that. So between episodes, guys, I am going to go through this. We can clean up almost all the tiers. We can do all this stuff. This is weird. We can do an alternate for Caterium, but it takes rubber, which is not it's a tier 5 unlock, which is kind of strange. We should be able to clean all this stuff up. And we got the alternate for stators, which makes it use quick wire, but I don't know if we're going to do that yet. But anyways, I'm going to unlock both of these as well. And I'm just going to start laying out a basic foundation over here and trying to figure out what we're going to do. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more, make sure you comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And I will see you guys next time.